It's PLB with MLB News, back with another video, and in today's video we're going to react to an article. It's 5 Black Friday deals we'd like to see. These are blockbuster trades, I'm pretty sure, just looking at the first one. I'll link the article in the description below, but 83% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, so get your life together and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Subscribe, because 83% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. That's a lot. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Number one is a Blake Snell trade. The Angels would get Blake Snell, which I like the idea of the Angels getting Blake Snell. It's just not totally that realistic, I don't think. Because in this trade, I don't necessarily like it. These are crazy blockbuster trades. I mean, I don't think many of these will happen, if I would guess, but maybe they will. I don't know. First trade is Angels would get Blake Snell, obviously. Tigers get Brendan Marsh, the Angels' #1 prospect, and Jahmai Jones, the Angels' #7 prospect. The Rays in this trade would get Spencer Turnbull, who's maybe a good #3, #4. Victor Reyes, an outfielder. Do they really need outfield help? I don't think so. They've got a ton of outfielders. Joey Wentz, the Tigers' #9 prospect. I guess he's kind of what the Rays would think as the replacement for Blake Snell. Jake Rogers, a catcher, the Tigers' #12 prospect. And Deshaun Canolis, the Angels' #8 prospect. So in this trade, I don't necessarily like it for the Rays. I think the Rays don't get equal value. I think the Tigers get the best value in this trade between the Tigers and Rays. Obviously, the Angels get the best player in this trade. But the Tigers get Brendan Marsh and Jahmai Jones for Spencer Turnbull and Victor Reyes and Joey Wentz and Jake Rogers. I just don't think that's a great trade. I think the Rays could get a lot more back from other teams. I think the Red Sox could be a good partner. They could get back Christian Vasquez, or even the Mariners. They could get back a Jared Kelenic, Julio Rodriguez, a Kyle Lewis. I don't see them giving up Kyle Lewis, but if you can give Julio Rodriguez or whoever in that trade, I think that's a good trade. But I don't like the value that the Rays are getting back in this trade, and I think the team that says no in this trade is the Rays, because I think the Tigers and Angels both would say yes to this trade. I don't see a reason why they would say no to this trade. It makes too much sense. The Tigers get more young prospects that could be up soon, and they're not a team that really is built for now. They're looking towards the future. They'll be good in the future, but now they're going to tank for another top 5 pick. So I don't see that trade getting done. Next, at number 2 is Bryant. Chris Bryant. Nationals would get Chris Bryant, Kyle Hendricks, and Cash, and the Cubs would get Carter Kieboom, Cade Cavalli, and Tim Cate. Tim Cate's the Nationals' #8 prospect, and Cade Cavalli is the Nationals' #2 prospect. Now, I really like this trade for the Nationals because I think they are a team that needs to be looking not to the future. They need to be ready to win now. And this is more of a win now trade. And I like this trade a lot, even though it is 1 year of Chris Bryant and he could go to another team in free agency. That's worth taking the risk, because I think this team is one piece away from a third baseman like a Chris Bryant or Nolan Arenado from really being back in that World Series contention, because obviously Anthony Rendon went to the Angels in free agency, and they really need a replacement for him, and Chris Bryant would be a good replacement, obviously hoping he doesn't play like he did in 2020, because then he's kind of not great. But Carter Kieboom, I don't think is great. I think he's kind of an overrated prospect, I'm going to be honest, but he had a bad 2020 season. He got sent down. Cade Cavalli was their 2020 draft pick, and Tim Cate is a good lefty. But for the Nationals rotation, that would be a great rotation with Hendricks, Corbin, Scherzer, and Strasburg, and then you could put Sanchez and Ross or whatever as your #5 starter. Next is for the Cubs. I think this is a good trade. I think they should be looking to blow it up. But if they're just not going to blow it up, then obviously you're going to keep Chris Bryant. But you still have Javi Baez. You still have Anthony Rizzo. You're going to have to pay all these players eventually. and it's just not going to work out to pay all these players. And I think they should look to rebuild, and getting 2 or 3 prospects that could be up in the future that could be pretty good. I think I would do this deal if I'm the Cubs. Kyle Hendricks is a good player. He's very underrated, but I just, if I could get this package back, I think I would do it. So I could definitely see that trade happening. That's probably the most likely out of these trades. Next is the Mets would get Nolan Arenado and Ben Bowden, the Rockies' number 10 prospect. The Rockies would get J.D. Davis, Francisco Alvarez, and Jornay Ventura. Huh? This makes no sense to me. I don't understand this trade a bit. Why would the Rockies do this? This makes no sense. J.D. Davis is a serviceable outfielder. Francisco Alvarez is a good catcher, but he won't be up for 2 more years. And Jornay Ventura? Huh? This trade's just not going to work. This would never happen. They'd have to throw in a Jeff McNeil, Brandon Nimmo, one of those, I would say. Maybe even both of those. This is not equal value. Terrible trade here. I'm just going to be honest. That's a terrible trade. I don't know how they came up with that trade, but apparently they think it's a good trade, or they wouldn't have published it onto their website. But that's a pretty terrible trade. Next, at number 4, is a Blue Jays blockbuster. Now, I have read some of their articles, and they really like the idea of the Blue Jays getting Francisco Lindor. And in this trade, the Blue Jays would get Francisco Lindor and Tristan McKenzie, and Cleveland would get Lourdes Gurriel, Simeon Woods Richardson, Raquivalin De Castro, and Julian Merriweather. Simeon Woods Richardson is the number 4 prospect for the Toronto Blue Jays. De Castro is the number 17 prospect, and Julian Merriweather is the number 20 prospect. Cleveland, this is a great package to be getting back. Simeon Woods Richardson is a very good pitcher. He'll probably be up in 2022. Lourdes Gurriel, he's a good outfielder. They need outfield help. This would make sense. I like this trade a lot, and if Cleveland can get this package back, then I like it a lot. That would be a great infield for the Blue Jays if you could move Bichette over to third base. And then you would have a infield of Lindor, Biggio, Guerrero, and you would have Bichette at third base. You would have a really good infield. I like this trade for both sides. I think it makes sense. I would do it for both sides. Next and final on this one is the White Sox get a pitcher. So, the White Sox get Lance Lynn. The Rangers get Dane Dunning, the White Sox number 5 prospect, and outfielder James Beard, the White Sox number 18 prospect. I don't like this trade. I just don't. After the 2020 season that Lance Lynn had, I don't understand this trade. You could get better value back. And if this deal was available, then why didn't it get done at the trade deadline? That's my question. Dane Dunning is a good pitcher, and James Beard, but that just doesn't seem like fair value to me at all. So yeah, that's my reaction to these 5 crazy blockbuster trades that we'd like, or baseball fans would like to see on Black Friday. I'm pretty confident that not these exact trades would happen, obviously. I don't think the Nolan Arenado one happens. I don't think the Lance Lynn one happens. I think the Lindor to the Blue Jays could happen. I think Nationals Chris Bryant could happen. I don't see the Angels Blake Snell happening. So I think half of these trades don't happen, but it's still fun to talk about some possible trades. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. 83% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, so subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos.